Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are reading another chapter of Scarlet Spider. This one is called Sticky Situation. And without further ado, let's get into the video, yeah? Wayne, are you ready? Phaeton asked. Aren't I always? You sighed, walking into the hotel building. You, Phaeton, and some of the other Phantom Troop members were assigned to take care of a couple of little kids that had escaped from them. You figured this must have happened when you were on a mission with Hisoka because you don't remember having to deal with children. You stood behind a pillar in the hotel lobby while Phaeton stood on the other side of it with the rest of the group. You were told to stand on the opposite side because you were small and could pass as a 15 or 16-year-old child with their parent. Basically, it was a good cover-up since they did not know what you looked like. You were given a pretty good description as to who you were looking for, so you could pick them out of the crowd. Wayne, I need you to come with me. You looked up as Hisoka kept his hands to his side and eyed you. Oh, you're back already? I thought you couldn't leave the hideout because Scarlet put a blade near your heart. Though now that I think about it, Scarlet can't command you to do that, and it's a game of truth or die, you said, tapping your chin with your right index finger. You start to follow him out the hotel, but before you left, you glanced back at Phaeton. He was staring at you, and it sent shivers down your spine. You choked back a gulp and swiftly turned back around, walking closer to Hisoka. You made it outside and tapped your foot on the pavement constantly with your hands on your hips. Ongoers passed like there was no tomorrow. It's been a long time, Mouse. Hisoka smiled at you. You opened your mouth to say something, but you cut yourself off, so instead a sharp breath came out of your mouth. Hisoka's smile widened as he placed a hand on his hip, leaning to the side. Your shocked expression changed from just that to excited in a few seconds. Needles! You breathed out, a small smile creeping on your face as Hisoka deformed into Illumi. Sorry for deceiving you, but Hisoka wants you to come with me. Illumi said, We've got to leave now. You had a look of confusion on your face. Why? What's going on? Illumi scrunched up his face like he expected that answer, but hoped he was wrong. Needles, you sung out in a questioning tone. Illumi sighed and shook his head. This made you even more confused. He then scared the heck out of you when he began walking forward. You backed up slightly, sweat dropping and putting your hands up. Whoa, you gave him a scared smile. Illumi backed you up against the wall, picked you up and threw you over his shoulders. What the hell, Needles? Would you have come willingly? He asked knowingly. You puffed your cheeks out. I would if you would have answered my question. You only mumbled these words and yet somehow Illumi managed to hear you and said, Okay, then knowing I would not have answered any of your questions, would you still have come willingly? You grumpily stated a small no. Illumi smiled and replied, Exactly. You crossed your arms while closing your eyes and stuck your tongue out at him. Though soon you found yourself in a predicament. You were standing in front of two boys who were described to you as your targets. You continuously tapped your foot on the pavement, waiting for an answer. Illumi sighed heavily and placed a hand on his forehead. This is my little brother, Killua Zoldyck. You nod your head, admiring the cat-like features. Yep, you're right. He looked and acted more like a cat. Illumi then started to tell you how Hisoka made a deal with Kurapika. If it had not been for Kurapika standing in front of you, you probably wouldn't care as much, though his constant stares irritated and agitated you. What? You shouted, throwing your hands in the air. Kurapika was taken aback by this, but Illumi looked unfazed as if he expected this from you, which he did. You keep staring at me. The boy Illumi introduced as his little brother covered his ears, and boy did he look so adorable. You squealed and ran up to hug him. Oh, Kelly! You pulled the boy to the floor, which was surprisingly easy considered you were only a few inches taller than him. Get it? 'Cause you act like a kitty, but your name is Killua. He shrieked. The boy standing beside him did his best to hold in a giggle. You stood up, leaving a dazed and blushing mess of Killua. You then did the same to the green-haired boy, wrapping your arms around him and squealing about a cute nickname for him. Lagoon! Thanks, but my name is Gone, he said, rubbing his temple. Even better, you shouted. Lagoon! Hey, you're a child too, so you can't give us nicknames, Killua shouted and pointed at you, still with a lot of red on his cheeks. Sorry, little boy, but I'm 19, I'm no child. Huh? Both boys, including a certain therapist-looking man who somehow joined you outside without you noticing, gasped in unison. You're my age too. The therapist man looked like he was about to cry. But you look even younger than Kurapika. He's 19 too, Gon said in a confused tone. That's pretty funny. Killua chuckled, teasing the therapist man. Huh? How? Well, you see, Nario here is 19 too, but he sure doesn't look like it, now does he? Killua began to hold his stomach. I wonder why you and Kurapika look so much younger than how old you really are though, Gon thought. Look, I'm glad you're all getting along, but you're going to have to leave. You don't know what Hisoka is planning. Illumi started shoving you away. Your laughter dialed down as you skidded your feet on the floor. Wait, why am I going with them? I thought I was going with you. No, I was only to take you to and introduce you. You're going with the cutter boy. Illumi then looked at Kurapika, and the serious tension made it hard to breathe. A friendly reminder, if you don't keep your end of the deal, Hisoka is going to come for you. The tension then dissipated in seconds and went back to normal. I'm confused. What deal? You asked. No time, you need to go before they find you. Illumi rushed. I'll keep it, Kurapika stated before you were all out of sight. Scarlet? You questioned. He seemed to not want to talk right now, but you really did not care. Scarlet! You sung out. What the bloody hell do you want? He asked with distastefulness. You know, you're never going to get a level like that, you pointed out, ignoring the egg mark appearing on his forehead. Well, that's fine with me because I don't want one. Why? Why are you so annoying? Why are you so persistent? Curse you, and you right back. You're just a spider, what do you know? He glared at you. I know the Phantom Troop killed your clan, and I know that you're the last surviving member. My, what damage that could do. You smiled psychotically. You wouldn't. He stopped walking and grabbed your shirt, pulling you up to his eye level. The smirk remained on your face as you were unfazed. I don't know. After all, I am just a spider. Kurapika let you go and continued walking. Stupid spider, he murmured. Scary Scarlet. So, okay, so I wrote this at the bottom because it's important. So, listen, ready? It was, hello loves, I would like to thank Dracania, the Witch of Hope, for inspiring this part of the story. Other than that, that's the next in the evening. So I'm taking a little Japanese lesson on YouTube, and now I know a couple of words and expressions or phrases, I should say, in Japanese. So this means good evening, since I am not going to bed right away. Konbanwa. So konbanwa, everyone. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. Bye loves.